Today is 12121, December 1st, 2021. And I thought I would give a try with this Vlogmas thing. I have a confession, I really have no idea what it is. I watch every year and I'm still not sure what it is. My friend Ashley, the Wayward Stitcher, hi Ash, we were discussing it and trying to figure it out, and we're still kind of confused on the idea, but hopefully we'll get more on board. And so I just last minute wanted to jump in. It's in the evening, I think it's around 7 o'clock on the 1st, and so I just really quick threw this together to join in the fun. So I don't know what I'm doing, but here goes. In the month of November, I guess I'll just show you like what I've been stitching a little bit in November. I've got a lot of haul to show, so I'm going to break it down and try to show just a little sneak peek each day that I do this. I can't promise I'll be here every day, but I'm going to try. So in November, I stitch on a lot of things, but I had fun joining the Black Sampler November that Jacob of Modern Folk Embroidery started. I jumped in late, as usual, and I only worked on my sampler for 3 days, but I really enjoyed it. I worked on it, I started at Thanksgiving here in the US, and then I worked on it, that was a Thursday, then Friday, and then I worked on it again yesterday, the last day of November, and that was all I did. So I didn't get very far, but my pattern of choice was this Do Different from Long Dog Samplers, and it's in DMC black, and here it is with Christmas lights behind, so hopefully it's showing up okay. And I love it. It's funny because I don't see things when I'm looking at the pattern a lot of times. I'm just stitching along and counting the, or not counting them, but you know, following the pattern, and a lot of times I don't see things in these Long Dog Samplers until after I stitch them. And my friend Stephanie, Little Lion Stitchery, she actually commented today that she loved or yesterday that she loved the little owls. And the funny thing is I didn't even see those were owls until after I stitched them. After I came down, after the first one, I looked at it and I was like, oh, that's an owl. How cute. So there's surprises popping up all the time with these patterns, and I love it because I don't know about anyone else, but that's just how it goes for me. So that's fun. It's always a mystery kind of, and then you know, I never know like what's gonna show up after I stitch a part. So that's really fun. Now I'm gonna try to work on Christmas stitching a lot more this month. I did work on my nativity a few days trying to get this thing done. I really need to push on it. I got a little bit more Wiseman done, some more stripes. This thing is kind of getting in the way. And I started working on the border, putting in the vines and that white and red border. That really adds to it. It really steps up the piece, having that border in, and it will have beads for the flowers and some of the buds. This is the white, the ecru is done, or ecru, it's done in Pearl Cotton from DMC in number, is it 8 or 12? I want to say 8, but I don't remember off the top of my head, which is the smaller one. I'm not real happy with my stitches. They look kind of messy, honestly. It's my first time stitching with the cotton pearl, or the pearl cotton rather, and I just, yeah, but it gives it like a kind of an old-fashioned look, and I really like that. It's also used for the sandals of the shepherds, to backstitch the sandals, so I think that's kind of cool. I should mention that I feel weird because I had a root canal done today. I was in the dentist chair for 2 hours. I've been putting off this root canal for almost a year, and I finally went in and did it because it was starting to bother me. And so there's this great line in this movie, Fever Pitch, with Jimmy Fallon and Drew Barrymore, where he tells her, you're like an adorable stroke victim, because she talks out the side of her mouth. And that's how I feel right now. So I don't know about adorable, but definitely a stroke victim. Okay, and the other thing I'm going to show, and then I'll wrap up for today, is this haul I got from Amazon. This is Dolphin's Domain. I got to stitch along with Ashley the Wayward Stitcher, I mentioned at the beginning. She's doing a stitch along in honor of Winter the dolphin, who just passed away a couple of weeks ago. And that's really special to me. I love the idea of it. If you'd like to learn more about that, go to her last video. Go to her last video anyway, but watch her most recent video at Wayward Stitcher and find out more about that stitch along. Winter the dolphin actually lived an hour away from me at the Clearwater Aquarium here in Florida, and I'm so glad that we got around to going and visiting her. We only got to see her once because, you know, it was one of those things we were going to do one day, and we finally did get over there and meet her in person. And she was a real sweetheart, and I remember she was very vocal. Like, we were standing later on in the day, we went back through her area. There's a lot to see at the aquarium, and it's a really great place to visit if you're ever in the area. But I remember we were standing near her area and she was just talking away, and it's in a kind of an echoey room, so that was really fun. So I'm really glad we got to see her. So in her memory, I'm going to be stitching for a few days on the dolphins with Ashley. I want to say hi to Amber at Rogue Mama Stitcher. I think that's it. I'll link it below. Amber, I've really enjoyed having you join us on FlossTube and watching your stitching and following you along on Instagram, and I hope many more people go and follow you because you're absolutely wonderful. So hi, and thank you for all of your likes and comments as well. Hopefully I'll get to film tomorrow on the 2nd, and I will see you whenever I get back. Bye.